It's the start of a new week in Conwy, North Wales, and Drew Pritchard is ready to hit the road in search of more antique salvage. This week he'll be visiting a number of old homes turned into businesses, potentially great salvage opportunities. But Drew's going to have to barter hard to get a good deal. It's not unusual for lovely old houses to be turned into hotels and wedding venues. What excites me is the pieces that are left over from when they were the lovely old houses. What I've got to remember this week is I'm dealing with business people, so I'm going to have to fight to get the right prices on the items I want to buy. Drew, T and Enzo are on their way to Llanbedr near Harlech in North Wales to visit the owner of a large country house, recently converted into a venue for weddings and special occasions.
So, what dirt track have you brought me down today?
We are to go and see a girl called Caroline Evans,
right.
That I've previously been to the house and bought stuff before.
My grandmother bought the house in 1964 and my mother inherited it when she was 26. Recently, in 2009, myself and my partner decided to move back to turn the house into a venue for weddings, self-catering and things like that.
There was a couple of bits here that they didn't want to go last time.
Right.
Maybe they're going to let them go this time, I'm not so sure. There you go.
Wow.
How nice is that?
It's really impressive.
Isn't it lovely? You be a good boy now. Nope, you be a good boy.
You talking to me or the dog?
You stay. Stay. Hello.
Hello, hi Drew.
Caroline.
Welcome to Pat Gwynbridge.
Nice to see you again.
Hello.
How you doing?
I've met Caroline before, I've been here before, and I've bought stuff from here before. Two things I know. There's some things here I really want to buy, and also that Caroline is no pushover.
Right, Drew, if you just follow me up the stairs.
Since Drew's last visit, extensive renovations have been completed on the house, which may have yielded surplus furniture left over from the original home.
These are all the items that we've kind of put in here, not sure what to do. Some things possibly to sell, other things to look at putting in this part of the house when we have it all renovated. So, right. Bit of a
mishmash of stuff, don't
and
worry.
also a bit of a mishmash of maybe old and newer pieces, but...
That's OK, that's OK. But there's this wine cooler. Is this to go?
At the right price, Drew. I think they go for quite good money.
It's seen better days. It's in a bit of a bad way, but it's still a good size and shape.
With the beautiful legs.
Brass feet with casters. Needs a fair bit of resto, though.
This 19th century wine cooler is lead-lined and, with significant restoration, could fetch around £2,500.
So I'm looking at about, in this condition, £450. Yeah. So that's not a bad bid, because I've got to leave some money in it. It's not bad.
I know,
it's not bad.
I know. It's not a bad bid.
Because we were fair with you last time, weren't we?
Yes. Yeah. We're now on to this time.
I like your shop. Do you want a job? Yeah, that's where I'm at with that.
Right. 450 is a bit low for me.
Is it? OK.
Yes.
What do you have in mind?
Well, could you go more for 650?
No. No. 650, I can't. There's too much money in it then for me to sort of make a really decent earner on it for the amount of effort we've got to put into this afterwards. If I came up to, I'll go to 550. I've kind of come up 100, so I've come up a lot more than I normally would. And I think that's probably me done.
So 550.
Like your match here.
Yeah, that's good.
Sorry, you know.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good.
I'm have to make sure I'm working hard for my butt.
True.
OK, 550, it's yours.
Deal. Thank you.
Okay. You know, sometimes you could get more for these items, but you end up having to wait ages to sell them. So I think I'm quite happy with the result. Another place
With the first deal completed, Caroline leads Drew and T to the outbuildings to see some items which Caroline has previously refused to sell to Drew.
Ah, I remember these. These are from last time.
Yes, yes. I know you tried to get them last time you were
I did.
here.
I fell in love with these. Thought they were beautiful. Really
I love the detail of them.
This little
especially the
lotus
wood.
flower.
These 19th century wooden wardrobe doors are believed to have been custom made by the estate and could sell for around £950 today.
I'd like to buy those. Difficult one to sell because you can't really use them as anything other than wall art, really. They're too small. Come on, give me a ballpark figure where you want to be. Just roughly what would you like for them?
No, what is my tipping point from wanting to keep them to allowing you to take them off me today? I don't know. Well, you've obviously had to deal with other items like this.
Yes.
So, what have you...
I think I would retail them for about... because they're really good. So I think they would retail for about £650 to £750 retail.
Yeah.
I think. So I've got to buy them with a margin left in them. So I'd need to be buying them for about £350. I see already just disappointment all over.
Yeah.
OK, so that's why I always ask people the price, because you know what you want. You know what you want for them.
That is not, for me, that is not enough.
You were thinking more about what I said retailers.
Yeah.
By the way, yeah, I could see that straight away. So I have to look at it and going, this is a pair of carved doors for a cupboard that are going to be incredibly hard to place. So going at £350, but I can see on a face, not happening. That is never, ever going to happen. So what would you take?
Like you said, more about your
More about
first
the retail. Yeah,
price.
yeah. Well, that's just being honest with you. That I think I could definitely sell them for.
Yeah.
You could ask a lot more, as I said, but I don't think they'd sell.
Yeah.
I think you just have them for a long, long time. You have to wait for that person who just really likes this style and is prepared to pay that much
and is
for them.
prepared to pay for them.
Yeah.
I understand that. OK.
The more I look at them, the more I like them, though, I have to
Yes,
say. I've got to
they're
buy
a
them with as much margin in as possible because
OK.
I think they'll be around a long time. But come back with me with a price. 'cause
OK,
you have...
with that in mind, can we move on and come back?
All right, can I carry on looking
as
in
they're
here, then?
growing, you know, your price might rise.
It probably will. So at the moment, we'll just leave that bid there, let Caroline think about it. Gives me some time to think about it now I've seen them again and really weigh them up because it doesn't happen often, but I've completely fallen in love with them and have to own them.
So he's moving.
With the deal still hanging in the balance, Drew and T head to the garden shed in the hope of finding some less contentious items.
Cool shed.
You just want to have a look in.
Thank you.
Tall.
No.
That side.
And Drew's eyes quickly alight on a familiar-looking face.
You're a good-looking lady.
What do you think?
I think you should grow a beard a bit like that, Drew. I think I can just see you with a bit of soup stuck in your moustache.
Oh, yeah, that.
See if I can get that out.
Further rummaging reveals another interesting find.
See if there's any age to that. You don't... That's cool.
What is it?
It's a big sort of plantation-type chair. There you go.
It is rather majestic, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like outdoor chair.
Yeah.
It's got a load of oomph, hasn't it?
It has got oomph.
This wooden garden chair frame is missing its canvas seat, but once restored, could sell for around £400.
Is this something you want to get rid of?
I hadn't actually thought about it. I mean, yeah, what would be your offer?
I think in its condition like that, I think it's worth 80 quid. Yeah, I think it's worth £80.
Oof.
Here we go, we're off again. Oh.
No, rubbing my hand. OK.
That's a really good bid for a little bit of old, garden furniture.
I'm with you.
Here we go.
Do I want to
Start hacking bits
no,
off
do
now.
I want to sell it for £80? That's what I have to ask
That's
myself.
it. Yes. Worth more
OK,
money.
I would definitely part for it for £100.
Right.
Do you want it for 100?
I'll take it for 90.
95?
90.
95.
90. Come on, 90. You've had your way all day.
Okay, 90.
90.
All right.
There you go. We'll take it.
So what he hasn't said is this is his new office chair.
Recliner.
That's...
I don't want to pay 100. It just feels like too much. 80 is probably too much again. I end up paying 90, which is definitely too much, but I own it again now. It's individual. I haven't seen one on the market for a while, and I don't think it'll be around long either. A good saleable item.
With another lengthy deal eventually made, Drew, T and Caroline head back up to the house, where Drew is determined to make one more attempt at buying his favourite carved doors.
So I came in with a quite mean bid, actually, first off.
mean
I
bid.
did, because I was just thinking, they're curved and they're narrow and da-da-da-da-da. Are you backing her up, not me?
No, I'm
You
just,
are,
I'm just laughing at you.
No, yeah.
Are they for sale?
Well,
That's the big question. Are they really for sale?
are they really for sale? I think they are definitely for sale based on a price that I am happy with. If I'm honest, your first retail price is the amount that I have in my mind. Now,
650.
wasn't 600.
It was, I said 650 to 750, is what I said.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
okay.
I can't go to that.
Okay.
I can't.
Right.
I will go to 500 because they are beautiful, but I'm just being careful in case I can't pass them on again.
understand that.
Because they're an unusual thing. I've got to find somebody who's prepared to pay more than that, just hang them on the wall. So I think 500. Would I pay any more? No.
Okay.
No.
For me, it was just about liking the doors myself, so it was a personal value that I had attached to them, and the value or the bid that he put forward just wasn't enough.
It seems that once again, Drew and Caroline are simply unable to come to a deal. So a disappointed Drew helps T load up the van in preparation for their departure.
Wheels as well, but the legs are a bit loose.
Nice.
Nice though, huh? There you go. Right, we're done.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes.
Enjoyed today.
Thank you. Yes.
Can I have one final bid on those doors?
Let's hear it.
550.
300 each, and they're yours.
Oh.
That's my final offer. You know you want to.
300 each, 300 each. Oh no, I can't. I've got to stick to my principle of 550.
Meet midway.
575. Deal, we'll have them. Thank
Okay.
you. Right, open the van. Come on, let's get them off.
Oh, finally got them.
Done it in the end. So you've taken 5 years to buy these.
After 4 negotiations spanning 5 years, Drew finally has his carved doors.
I like these more and more. The more I look at them, the more I'm happier with them. I think they're beautiful. It's not often I come up against somebody who will come back at me with a price and says, no, 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 and do deals and we'll go backwards and forwards. It really makes you sharpen up again, and I've enjoyed it. I really have.
You met your match definitely there today.
I didn't get anything cheap.
No, she made you work for your money.
I
didn't she?
had to work for my money today.
Enzo's had a hard day. Look at him.
He's worn out and he poor chap. Come on, shut up. Come on. No, he's not having it.
No, he's too tired.
No.
Drew, T and an exhausted Enzo head home, where the team are waiting to see Drew's latest treasures.
Hello. How you doing?
Hello.
How'd it go?
Good. It might look like we haven't got much, but we have. Look at those.
Stunning.
The more you look at them, the better they get.
You wouldn't believe the haggling that went on to buy these.
Drew met his match.
Yeah, she was very
She was good, actually.
Well,
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good fun. It was good fun.
I was hoping I could paint them all in, all the colours and stuff.
No.
No?
No,
That would be
definitely. No, it wouldn't be nice to be ruined.
You've
Right, there you go.
prepared.
You've ruined it for everybody now. There you go. What do you think of that?
Cool, isn't it? What is
Turn
it?
it round. Let's have it turn around the other way. It's a wine cooler.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonder where that's going.
Dry white wine.
Wine. There you go. We'll set this up.
Got this grand size.
It's big, isn't it? There you go. That's what took me with it, actually. It's just big. It's a big boy.
That lands on it.
That's it. Lift that. This is the top. That goes up.
That's it.
Place for your beer, Gav.
I need a few more, I think.
One for each hand, though.
Love that.
Do you?
That really, it's a big masculine, isn't it?
The men's.
Should we just put it in like that, Gav?
How many chimps does it take to...
We've got a piano needs delivering, because they'd be better at it.
I'm quite enjoying
That's
this. There you go.
Well done.
2 of you.
It's a new day and a new salvage hunt for Drew and T. They're heading off to Corley near Coventry in Warwickshire to see a small business operating just off the motorway.
So, when you said you were sending me to Coventry, I thought you just weren't going to talk to me for a bit. Oh, it's great.
No, we're in Coventry to see a guy called Colin Pickard, who is a retired builder, and about 12, 15 years ago, he set up a salvage yard at his house.
All right.
It was a builder's yard, but I've slowly got more stuff and sold stuff, and I don't do any building work now. I just try to make a few bob buying and selling.
You know, sometimes you can find like a nice pediment from above a door, or a nice piece of carved section, fireplace section.
I'm saying yeah, but I don't know.
You're just trying to keep me...
I'm just agreeing, yes.
If I say anything, you'll just say yes, won't you?
Yes.
It's a yard you're very unlikely to see these days, which is a small one-man operation running it from the house.
All right,
How are
Colin.
you? It's good to see that there still exists little ones like this around. There isn't many left to go to. Well, do we get the full £5 guided tour?
Yeah.
Yeah? What have we got?
Go where you want to.
Drew and T head into the yard, which Drew hopes will reveal some useful architectural salvage.
So is it mainly building materials you do?
Yes. Well, anything that turns up.
Yeah. Just the luck of the draw,
have a
really.
look and see if you can see anything.
So what's in here? This is all...
And it's a golden opportunity for Drew to enlist Antiques newcomer T to help find some treasure.
Stuff.
Well, this is good for... You can look now, T.
I look at new stuff.
No, you can see if you can find something old. You've been doing this long enough now. You should be able to tell something. It does tend to take over, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
This one looks older than the others, Drew.
Yeah, that's right. That's probably 1930s. We don't buy that sort of stuff anymore. Unfortunately, the reproduction stuff has totally killed the old.
Yeah.
It's a good effort by T, but Drew's not interested, though some items outside the shed catch his eye.
So what I do like is all these signs you've got around.
Yes, I collect
I like
them.
that one, actually, particularly. Koh-i-Noor pencils.
Enamel signs like this 1940s pencil advertisement are popular decorative items. This one could sell for around £100.
Do you sell these?
No, I just keep them.
Is this what you collect? You really like these and you don't
Yeah,
like parting with
I
them?
just keep them to make the place look more interesting. You know, I could sell, especially this one.
Yeah, always popular.
He would have offered me anything, I think. You know, he kept saying, well, how much do you want? And I said, I'm not interested, you know.
Every now and again, I will push somebody if I really want something and they say it's not for sale. But here, no. You know, it's not worth upsetting the apple cart.
Stand like that, Drew. Just squeeze. Yeah. Don't you reckon?
Need some glasses. I'm not that fat.
Separated at birth.
Stacks of them.
Drew's not having much luck so far, and it's beginning to look like this may be one businessman he's not going to have a chance to barter with.
We're going round everything here. It's a small yard. It's very, very easy and very quick for me to scan the entire place and go, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. You've got to look behind things and just double check. And what I like to do is go around once, then go back round another way, and maybe even the third time, just to make sure I've absolutely spotted everything, because you can't see everything first time out.
I don't know what you're interested in,
Well,
sort of thing. So,
it's period building materials. Things like this urn down here. I mean, that's obviously...
that's an old one, yeah. Yeah.
Things like this.
That's an antique.
I'll have a look at it.
This late 19th century urn would be used as a garden ornament and could fetch around £200.
A lot of people want to buy that, but they don't want to pay the money for it.
Oh, right. How much are you charging for that one?
100.
100. £100. Would you take 80 quid for it?
Go 90. I'll go 90.
We'll have a deal. All right, there you go. All right, I think we'll load up
Yes.
our urn. We were lucky. We bought one good thing, met Colin, which was nice, and we can move on. Go on to the next place. We need to fill that van. But thanks for this. Much appreciated.
All right, no problem.
Thanks.
It's been a flying visit to Corley, but with one deal made, Drew and T hit the road.
Well, that was short and sweet.
It was. There was not a lot for you there, really, was there?
No, but it's easy and quick.
Yeah.
You know, it's sort of in, out, bosh.
I found a sink that you don't sell anymore.
No, but you were looking. I was very surprised, actually, that you were looking. Yeah. But I'm glad you're starting to look. You just need to find something rare and interesting now. Desirable.
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
Lovely. Okay.
Pair of.
Uh-huh.
Cheap.
Uh-huh.
Fashionable.
Yeah.
Near home.
Okay.
Light.
So you're not asking for a lot there, really,
No.
are you?
No, but anyway, we've got a van to fill, so...
Well, on to your next one.
The following morning, Drew and T are back on the Warwickshire salvage hunt. Drew's arranged to visit another large estate which has been converted into a business. So, once again, he's going to have his work cut out.
We're going to a pretty fabulous building, actually. We're going to Wroxall Manor.
Right.
And it's now a country house, mansion house hotel. Mm-hmm. It's got an 11th century church on site. It's the full Monty.
Very nice.
My name's Grant Howlett. I'm a director and partner here at Wroxall Abbey Estate. Welcome to Wroxall. Wroxall was a girls' school in 1995. When we took over the building, a lot of the old original school artefacts were all still here in their original positions.
So it's pretty beautiful, nice, beautiful tree-line drawing.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Very nice. You're being very nice today.
I'm always. It's sunny. Am I not always dead jolly?
No.
Miserable?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can trace the history of Wroxall Abbey all the way back to the 12th century. It's an incredibly interesting building, so I'm very, very hopeful of finding some good stuff. The owner has turned the whole estate into a business, so whatever I do find, I'm going to have to work hard to keep the prices down.
Good morning.
Grant. Drew. How you doing?
Welcome
And
to
you.
Wroxall.
Thank you, thank you.
T?
Hello, T.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Wow, what a place.
Yes, it's very special.
Wroxall Abbey is staggering. It's really, really beautiful. It's an amazing example of a Gothic revival house right in the middle of Shakespeare country.
So if you'd like to come through, we'll take you back to the tradesman's entrance.
OK. It's great. Loads of the original bits are still here, aren't they?
There are.
The sort of structure of the
A
building
lot of
seems original.
the door frames are all still here, all original. Over here you've got the original 1930s switch panel here on the wall here.
Oh, wow.
And then one of our
Look
favourite
at that.
objects is the old bell board.
That's fabulous.
Does that still function then?
It doesn't anymore.
I love, it's got some great ones here. Look, T. East Lavatory. West Lavatory.
Do you need one of these in your house?
I do, yeah.
And apparently every single bell had a different pitch, a different tone. So the staff got to know the tones of the drawing room versus the billiards room versus the...
Because there'd been the Lord's valet and the ladies' valet. There'd have been all that, wouldn't there?
Yes.
That's staggeringly good. This would be in the tradesman's entrance here.
Yes.
So
would
this
probably
is
been
for
used
the
mainly,
game?
Yeah, mainly by the gamekeepers, this entrance here is. That's where they used to hang all the game from the estate. We have heard stories that when it was a school, that they used to hang the naughty schoolgirls up there.
But I like that you've left those as well.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It's really nice, actually.
Before beginning the salvage hunt, Drew's keen to see inside the 11th century cathedral which sits on the estate. Formerly St Leonard's Priory, it was remodelled by the architect Sir Christopher Wren and renamed Wren's Chapel in his honour. In 2009, when Wroxall Estate became its own diocese, Wren's Chapel was consecrated as Wren's Cathedral, Wroxall Abbey.
It's beautiful, isn't it? That is really, really beautiful. This is where you do weddings.
We do weddings here, and you can actually get married in here by the local bishop. Yes.
What's that there?
That there is a brass effigy of Isabella Shakespeare, who in the early 1500s was the abbess here at Wroxall Abbey.
So I told you we were in Shakespeare's country, didn't I?
It's an impressive building, but after yesterday's disappointing haul, Drew's keen to get down to business.
So where am I looking for stuff today? You've got some stuff you want me to show?
We've got some old containers where we've been storing extra furniture that we bought as we furnished the house. Okay. And so I think we'll make our way over there next.
Great, OK.
OK.
Grant leads Drew and T to the sheds, where equipment has been stored from the old school gymnasium.
Well, average. Oh, hello. Yeah. Old sports equipment is something we're offered a lot.
Right.
And it's sort of, it's one of those things that it relates well. There was a huge fashion for it sort of 10 years ago, 10 years ago. It really sold well. So you've got this thing.
So you've got the pommel horse, and then you've got two of the large box horses.
I quite like it that it's got the suede on this one as well.
Yes.
And that's quite nice to have the suede and the suede on the legs as well, which is a little unusual.
These pieces of mid-century gym equipment are remnants from the school gymnasium and could sell for around £200 to £400 a piece.
So price-wise, what do you have in mind for these?
Well, I was thinking, Drew, possibly a couple £100 for the large horse.
Right.
Again, a similar price for this pommel horse,
Yeah.
and possibly a little less, 150 for the smaller horse, or
Okay.
possibly we could do a deal for all three. I don't know what you think.
OK, we're quite far apart price-wise.
Are we? All
to
right.
be honest with you.
Okay.
We really are. Because like I
Right.
said, this is something we get offered a lot.
Right.
Every time the school's having a clear-out,
Yeah.
every few weeks we get offered some of these.
Right.
At the moment, I'm buying them in for around this one here for about £80 to £100.
Are you really?
Yeah, really. So I'm talking 100 quid for this.
Yep.
100 for that again.
Right.
80 quid for that one.
Okay.
So you're asking what, you're asking 580.
Yeah.
And I'm offering 280.
Right.
So yeah, a hefty discount from your asking
Sure.
price.
Okay. Well, why don't we maybe see what's in the container? See if we can come up with a deal for these and anything else you find down there.
All right, let's see if we can
All
put
right.
a package together. All right, let's do
Thank
that.
you.
Grant wanted a lot more money than I was prepared to pay for those. That's happens, you know. I can't just pay what he's asking because he wants me to pay that much. I can't.
Dealing with a business owner is once again proving tricky. And with the deal unresolved, Drew heads out to the storage containers which house overspill from the estate.
Yeah, it's dark in here, isn't it? Let's see. Okay. So was any of this furniture in the building at all?
It wasn't, Drew, no. We've bought all the things you see at auctions over the years.
Can you just give us some of this? This one? This one.
Some sort of pedestal.
Yeah, no, I thought it was an early one. Here you go.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Just grab that, you're right.
Okay, can you... Oh, it's damaged.
That there.
That's nice too. Look, the legs split all the way down.
Is that repairable then?
Everything's repairable, but it isn't worth it. It's just a little piano stool, you know?
Shame about that leg then.
That's it. It's just completely had it. That's a shame. Okay. All right, there's nothing in here. Should we do another container?
Sure.
So I do like this.
Yeah.
This here.
Yeah.
That's a biggie.
It is. That actually, believe it or not, used to be in the main dining room used by the girls during assembly.
This is the piece, really, I was hoping to find when you were here. I knew I was going to see some sports stuff and some old school stuff, but I didn't think I'd see this. I like it, though. I mean, that is a big bench. That's got to be about 12 foot long.
This oak bench is approximately 75 years old and could sell for around £1,000.
The problem with big pieces of furniture like this now, it's sort of, what do you do with it?
That's right.
But it's a nice sort of country house look to it as well.
Yes.
I do like that. Is this something you'd think of getting rid of?
I'll be honest, Drew, probably of everything that is in this container, it's the one thing that we'd like to keep.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
We think that one day we'd like to put it back in that dining room and have it as a feature.
Oh, that's a shame.
See why though, can't you?
Yeah.
It's pretty special.
Can I make an offer on it?
You can make an offer, sure.
How does £300 grab you?
I think it's probably worth more to us to keep it, Drew, if I'm honest.
Really? Oh, gutted. That I really like.
Right.
I really like that. Such a shame. It's just, it is frustrating. This happens a lot. Sometimes you look at something and the person who's selling it's never really looked at it since the day they threw it in the shed 20 years ago. As soon as you pay attention to it, maybe they want it then.
It's a big disappointment for Drew, and with no deals under his belt, the pressure is on to make the Warwickshire trip worthwhile.
every now and again, you just teach yourself the lesson you already know, which is always go to the back and keep looking. And I went, oh, I could actually, when hair stood up, what little I have on the back of my head, and I was like, that's it, I know what they are. Grant?
Yes, Drew.
These metal cabinets here,
Yes.
these lockers,
Yeah.
are these something, well, obviously you're not using them, but
No.
are these something you can get rid of?
Yeah, I thought they'd be something that we would consider selling, Drew.
Yeah. It's got Wroxall on there, you see?
Yeah, these would have all been part of the school.
They're like a deed box.
Yes.
That's the sort of thing. I think they are actually deed boxes that
Yeah.
have been converted.
Deed boxes are lockable metal boxes used for storing important documents, including deeds for home ownership. These were used to store school records and, depending on their size, could sell for around £160 each.
I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 300 quid for the 8. So that one.
Could you make it 400?
Make it 400. What,
So
50 pounds?
50 each?
50 a piece. Yeah, deal.
Okay, deal.
There you
Cheers,
go.
thanks,
Bought
Drew.
something in the dark that I
Thank
can't
you.
see. No, they're fab. T. You've got an hour's work here, mate.
Have I?
Yeah.
That's nearly 18 pence worth of work.
So they've got everything I like about an item all in one. They're really useful, they're cool, they're different, they're unrestored, they're a great colour, the paint's falling off them, old sign writing. Super, perfect.
It's a good purchase for Drew, but there's another deal to be made which could make the Warwickshire trip
So
worthwhile.
really, all we've got to do then is just finish off a discussion on that gym equipment.
Yes.
So we'd gone to 280 for
You
the
were at
3
280.
item. Yeah.
I think I was at 400.
Yeah.
Wasn't I?
Yeah.
480.
580.
580.
580, so a big disparity between our prices.
Could we do a deal at 300?
Do I really want... I'm trying to think whether I want them that much. I'm going to be quite mean, actually. I'm going to stick at 280 because I think they're just... That's all they're worth to me. All they're worth. You'll get more off somebody else, but from me, that's the money.
290?
280.
285?
280. 280. 275.
No. 280.
280. Thank you. It's only 20 quid, but every now and again, that £20 is just too much. They have a market value. That's it. I know the market value. I know who's going to buy them. I know where they're going to end up. I know what people are going to do with them, but I cannot pay any more. 1, 2.
You're right with them.
Yeah.
Drew seemed to be a real professional, knows his business, lots of knowledge, that makes it quite difficult when you're actually trying to deal with somebody like that. But I enjoyed actually the process and thought that we did okay, hopefully. We did okay.
Wonderful.
Great to do business with
Thank
you both.
you. Thank
Cheers.
you very much.
Marvellous. Thanks for that.
Yeah, so exercise equipment, whatever that's for.
The last time, you never think 2 men in our condition
No.
would be buying, you know. Put it this way, we can't even pick the exercise equipment up and put it on the back of the van.
Well, I'm heavy with pie. I can. People have to help me on and off the bus.
I've got cake retention.
Oh, it's terrible.
With a van full of stock for the shop, Drew and T head back to North Wales to show the team their purchases.
These are great. There's 2 different types. Look at the old paint on that. It's going to come up beautifully.
Yeah, and again.
Don't worry.
I'd keep them singly.
Sure.
Yeah, people can play around and great shop fit in the window.
So there you go. Pommel horse.
Let's see you do it.
Come on, T.
Go on, T.
Oh, no. Ooh. I've hurt my finger. I can't. In my younger days.
This is great. My favourite.
That's the best bit.
It is.
Challenge you to fall.
My wife would like that. Turn the top into an ironing board, you can hang all the shirts on the top.
I'm sure she'd love it if you
She'd
brought that
love
home
that.
and suggested it.
Yeah. In fact, it's worth giving it to Gavin and following just to see what she says after that comment.
The following day, Drew is back on the road, this time with restorer Gavin. They're heading to Trowbridge in Wiltshire to see a hotel owned by an antiques enthusiast, collector and self-confessed hoarder.
So we're off to see a man today called Tim Burnham.
Tim Burnham, Old Manor House Hotel.
I've got a lot of junk here. I've collected junk all my life. I've never thrown anything away, never flogged anything.
So has he got stuff we can buy, or...?
Yeah, he's a hoarder. He wants to have a clear out. By all accounts, he's just got way too much stuff.
So what time is he expecting us?
Expected about 10.
So we're 22 minutes late.
You're 22 minutes late, Gavin, because you're driving.
Tim.
You must be Drew.
Yes, hi, how you doing?
Hi, nice to meet you.
See you, nice to see you.
Tim's hotel has outbuildings on the property, filled with items he's collected over the years.
We've got to be a bit careful, because health and safety. Yeah, don't lean on anything. Oh, my God. Oops. It's a bit dodgy. We've got a few bits here. We've got a whole suite of this old... I don't know what you call it. This
bamboo furniture.
bamboo stuff. And we've got a steamer chair which came off the Titanic. It was found floating off the coast of Newfoundland.
You're lying, aren't you, Tim?
Is it waterproof, is it?
Is it waterproof? I don't think that wasn't on the Titanic.
No?
No.
Well, it isn't there anymore. Can we agree on
I mean,
that?
if you've got a piece of paper authenticating as from the Titanic,
Yes.
you're in business. I'll buy it. Have you got that piece of paper?
I could probably
Whip you one up.
whip one up in a minute.
That's not going to do it.
No? OK. I've got some other stuff. I've got about 50 old doors out of cottages and houses. Don't know where they came from. They're here when I bought the place. but-
It's one of the most common items we're offered, and at any one time we've got 2,000 to 3,000 doors in stock. We've got a whole 10,000 square foot old polytunnel full. So we buy them, but only buy the really, really interesting good ones now. I mean, I do buy these old plank doors, but I want 18th century and earlier oak, ideally.
Yeah, this is all too modern.
This is all too modern, really, so no.
OK.
Shame, but no.
Never mind. There
Yeah.
wasn't much in this the other shed. Now, be careful when you come out again.
Drew and Gavin are led to the garage, where car enthusiast Drew will be in his element.
Well, you'll get it a lot.
Oh, yes. Moggy van.
Yeah, well,
Moggy
nice pickup. Nice pickup.
Moggy
It's a
pickup.
genuine. This is a genuine pickup. This one.
I had one of these, my first work vehicle. Same colour.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Proper pickup body as well. They're getting hard to find.
yeah. It's got a new metal floor, and I put a new
Timber in there as well.
New timber.
A lot of rust to the back of the cab. Yeah, so this is quite bad, actually.
Yeah.
What are you doing with this? Is this something you'd sell?
Oh.
Got to ask.
I have got too many cars.
Yeah.
I have got too many cars.
What do you want for it?
I don't know. What do you? Well, God, I don't know.
Give us a clue.
This has got to be £3 worth, easily.
I'd have to have a proper look at the chassis
Yeah,
underneath.
that's fine. No, that's fine.
I'm interested.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
interested. It's something I'd want to buy.
It's worth £3 of anyone's money. This, and you know it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm going to obviously give you a cheeky bid.
Of course you will.
I'm going to. I'm going to.
And-
Because I've just spotted, I can see a great big hole through there.
No, that's air conditioning.
That's not air conditioning. That's a hole.
Ventilation.
That's a hole.
Is that woodworm?
Yeah, do you want to undo that, Gav?
Is that woodworm?
That's not woodworm. That's
I was standing by
Tin
that.
worm.
I was standing by it, so you couldn't
yeah.
see it.
That's quite bad.
Yeah, it's a hole.
Bad. It's heavily patched.
But it would
But
be...
it exists. It exists, which is still the most
Yeah.
important thing.
Exactly, that's the point.
This 1960s Morris Minor pickup, fully restored and in good condition, could sell for around £10,000.
I think it's worth 1,800 quid.
I know you think that.
No, look, it's got big holes in it.
That's all
look,
right.
look, it's got dirty, great big holes all over it. That is bad. That's
I'll get back to you on that.
That's stinking.
Yeah. I'll have a think about
I know what you're thinking, but that is a £2 repair.
No.
Then you're going to have to find loads of other things that need doing to it. Then you're going to be into £5 and then all of a sudden you're losing money.
Yeah.
That's
I
like that.
I better keep it.
No, sell it to him
No,
for that much money. Well,
get
it's
out
not
of it.
doing any good in here.
Well, no, what do you mean? I drove it yesterday. It's taxed, MOT'd and insured. I could drive out the garage now.
OK, I'll find something else for it. I'll swap you something.
Ah, no, that's cool. I don't mind that.
He's not ready to sell. It's clear. He's not that interested in selling. And so really, if I'm going to buy anything today, it has to be something he just doesn't want.
That other mirror.
Having failed to come to an agreement, it's beginning to look like this business owner might be more interested in holding on to his collection than making deals.
That's caught my eye.
My pedal car.
Yeah.
I've got 3 of those.
You have?
Yeah.
Can we get that down and have a look at it?
Yeah, by all means.
If you put an old piece of, you know, children's toys into people's houses, they just look great. They just, I don't know, there's something happy about them that people think, oh, I want that. Triangle, yeah.
It is trying, yeah?
This 1940s pedal car, made by British company Triang, could fetch around £250.
Would you sell that, Tim?
The thing is, I've got 3 of them.
Yeah.
And my children are yet to have children.
How many children have you got?
2.
2.
And I have 3 pedal cars.
So we could buy one.
What if they have 3 boys between them?
One left to miss out on.
That would be very unfair.
Yeah. So is it for sale or not?
I paid quite a lot of money for that.
What did you pay for
I
it?
paid £90 for that.
OK.
And it really is for my grandchildren. And my grandchildren don't know it yet.
OK.
I suppose I could rob them, but...
No, that should stay then.
OK, thank you
I
very
understand.
much. Oh.
Shame, I really like it.
Yeah, no, it is lovely.
Yeah.
It is lovely.
There's this attachment, you can feel it. As soon as I go near something, you can see his face going, I don't really want to sell that, I don't want to get rid of that. You can just see it. I'm used to it, and you can literally, it's like a vibe he's giving off. You can feel it.
Another sentimental attachment means another no-buy for Drew. Drew and Gavin head over to the next shed in search of some items to which collector Tim is less attached.
And you've got a...
Overmantle.
Overmantle, which I got out of a skip in about 1971.
Quite like the sort of distressness on the mirror.
Is it Victorian or...?
Yep.
Victorian? Yeah.
Yep.
This late 19th century Overmantle mirror, once restored, could sell for around £300.
Well, for free, it wasn't bad, was it?
Oh, it's free?
No. I think you misinterpreted me there.
Oh! It survived again.
It survived.
How much is that, Tim?
I don't know, really. Well...
Well, you got it for free.
Yeah,
It's in a shed.
Yeah, but
it's missing bits.
Well, no, it's not. You
It
can
is.
knock
Look,
those bits.
there,
It's got
missing.
2 little feet bits.
Yeah.
I haven't actually got anywhere for it anymore.
Oh, OK.
So, yeah, maybe, yeah, we could be in business.
Roughly.
What do you think? 100 quid?
No.
200?
50.
75.
Sold.
Top man.
There you go. I'll have that.
Cheers.
Thank you.
With the purchase finally under his belt, Drew continues with his hunt for salvage. But despite seeing some interesting items, it seems there's one thing Drew can't let go.
So the other thing we were talking about was the little Morris 1000 pickup truck.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with that? That I like.
Yes, I know.
That I like.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of work.
Yeah, I
there,
know.
so you must
I know.
admit there's a lot
No,
of
no,
work on that.
I'm-
It looks good.
Yeah.
Or outwardly it looks good, doesn't it? But there's a lot of problems in there.
Yeah. I don't know. 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 The trouble is, I accept the fact that it's going to need a lot of dough to get it. It'll probably pass the MOT this year. I don't know. No, I don't think I'm going to flog that.
Okay.
No.
Well, look, can I leave that bid with you?
Yeah.
And when it fails the next MOT,
Yeah. Okay. I'll
call
give-
me.
Okay.
Tim's great fun. Clearly really loves all of his items. I'd have loved to have bought the Morris 1000 pickup truck. I really, really would have loved to have bought that. But some days you can't have it all.
Drew.
Thank you. You've
to
got my
meet you.
number about the moggy.
Thanks, Tim.
OK, I'll be in touch.
You never know, one day he might ring me and sell it to me. You never know, fingers crossed.
Drew and Gavin head back to North Wales, where restorations on the week's purchases are in full swing. Handyman John is cleaning the Wroxall deed boxes, while French polisher Alex is working on the wine cooler from Plas Gwynbryn. The lid is past the point of rescue, so Alex fits a replacement mahogany piece. He polishes the feet, and it's ready for the showroom.
There you go.
My giddy aunt?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's an exceptional piece of furniture.
That's an exceptional piece of restoration, actually.
Thank you very much.
Isn't it?
I don't like to say it myself.
Well, I think I better go make you a cup of tea.
Good idea.
Yeah? That's great. Thank you.
It's been a great week for me. I've been and bought some wonderful items, met some brilliant people. I've had unusual things. I've bought gym equipment, bought deed boxes, wine coolers, and a pair of carved doors. I've had to work really hard for it, but I couldn't be happier, and I get to do it all again next week. Brilliant. Closer up, they look better close. Now it's showing why I like them. They're great.